So, to reiterate Brian's point earlier, qualifying was rained out yesterday. That's why they're starting in this order, in championship point order. Enzo Potolicchio at the front of this field ahead of John Pugh. Richard Westbrook, our most recent winner. Then the Ganassi car, the Telmex BMW.
Watch Westbrook. He's from England. He's very experienced with these guys. The 90, I think, is going to go to the front. That's my guess.
Yeah, but he's got to be careful. He's got to think about that championship. They've got such a strong car. You can't afford to throw it away here going for it too early. There he slides to the inside. That's the inside of John Pugh.
He has the most experience, Calvin, in these kind of conditions, and I'd say he is the odds-on favorite at the beginning of this race to take that lead. You know, Potolicchio doesn't have the headlights on, and that's one way I would hope that somebody would see me coming.
We saw the 88 Auto House machine go off track. Chris Neville, what happened?
Well, I was just listening to Jordan Taylor on the radio, and he said, hey guys, sorry, that was my mistake, my issue going off the racetrack. Everything's okay with the car. The team responded, Jordan, don't worry about it. We got a long race in front of you, and just keep it on the racetrack. And the caution is out. The rain is falling very hard, so obviously Grand-Am wanting to slow everybody down, because now, as you guys are saying, cars having to aquaplane at high speed. This is the time we're going to see that.
It is dangerous out there.
I'm glad we stopped that. Oh, just see that. Just like you said, Calvin, right side tires got pulled on, and then it just sent him out there where you're not going to get any grip.
There has been a pass for the lead while we're away in the break. So persistence paid off for Richard Westbrook and Spirit of Daytona, although Westy goes a little wide now.
Boy, you don't want to get, look at the puddles out there. And it's snatching away at the right side of the tires, pulling it over. Good save right there, but you just can't afford to go off wide.
We see it there. You see the twitch by Enzo Potolicchio, and he gets out there, gets in that deep water, and Westy just panzers, slides it down to the inside for turn 3.
Great move. Quite spectacular vision from the 99 Gainsco Bob Stallings Corvette.
Yeah, right there you can see something on the right side. And I think from when he fired it up, you can see it was smoking out of the exhaust pipe.
Yeah, back to the garage. They got a new engineer on board. Carl Brandon left this team after Daytona. John Ward served a lot of time with Alex Gooney's father, All-American Racing Team.
All right, you've got two guys who know the conditions very, very well, but Ricky Taylor does not. However, he's pretty aggressive on the inside in the SunTrust machine.
Yeah, he's looking for his way through there. There you see Enzo again, twitching through that puddled area through turn 1. He gets into Westbrook. Ain't sure Westbrook was already sliding. Taylor to the front.
How about that? Both Westbrook and Potolicchio got loose.
Westbrook's going to be stuck unless he really can get some traction getting out of there.
Couldn't quite tell if Richard was already sideways and losing the car, but there may have been some contact after that moment. Remember, these guys didn't pit. They're on one wet weather tires. Ricky's got some fresh wet Continental tires.
Good job right there to get back to the track.
We're all good. Get going.
Heard Westy there saying he didn't need to do that, meaning he thinks he got helped around. Oh, look at that.
That's
Imagine driving in that, folks, at about 150 miles an hour down the straightaway.
That's what it looked like for Tom Long, the GT class at the moment. Westbrook is up and running again, and we understand that Enzo Potolicchio is going to be penalised for that contact.
Well, we've seen it before at the last race at Barber. There's a lot of controversy there about penalties, but you've got to be consistent, and Mark Grafov said this week, listen, if you take someone out and it was a mistake, or even if it was deliberate, there will be a stop and go as Ricky gets wide. So Enzo may be hitting pit lane, but he takes advantage of a little mistake there by Ricky Taylor. That area, Dorsey, is just treacherous. If you get too wide, get in that deep water, you have to wait on the race car. 8 and the 90 for that matter, and not taking that caution to make a pit stop. I mean, there's a long way for the finish. You wouldn't think the race was going to be called at that stage. Yes, track position is important, but you're going to run out of fuel sooner or later, even in these conditions.
That was Tom Long in the 40. In fact, this is Tom Long as well, but you can't see out the passenger side. You can see to the left, though, he sees a little bit better than this. He's the leader currently in GT, which is pretty great, but he's also 6th overall right now, doing a great job.
Wait till you turn right. You got to look through that side of the windshield.
When it goes into the windscreen and into the engine of the cars behind it, all that sand starts to stick throttles wide open. It starts to wearing on bearings.
He had a report that was, oh,
Andy Lally.
Spin there, right in the area that caught out John Potter. That was in 2nd spot, closing in for the lead on the 59 machine, the Brumos Porsche that currently leads.
This was Tom Long going for 4th overall. Yes, a GT car up there mixing it with the Daytona prototypes and got turned around by Darren Law. These guys are running some pretty nifty lap times as well. We've got a Porsche out in front with Andrew Davis, a Ferrari 2nd with Jeff Siegel, and then Spencer Pumpelly is going well. Jeroen Bleekemolen and Andy Lally on screen right now, so this could very much be a Porsche day. This is Enzo Potolicchio, championship leader, co-championship leader coming into this race. Pole sitter,
You can't see a thing.
led the race early on. He's been involved in a couple of incidents. Let's get you back to what's going on here. And Scott Pruitt is edging a little more time out of Ricky Taylor, our race leader, but he's still got a very comfortable margin in that SunTrust Corvette. 18.5 seconds our race leader enjoys over Scott Pruitt. Richard Westbrook, we understand, will be heading to pit road shortly. We're inside an hour and a half left in this race, which has had everything so far. But the one consistent thing, the rain is relentless. FXDD Ferrari leads. Dane Cameron and the Salins Mazda team have turned things around dramatically. He sits second, and that Chevy Camaro for Stevenson with Robin Liddell behind the wheel is third. And make a decision, and we understand that that decision may be coming even sooner than what we thought. We've just received a message that the white flag will be displayed this time by.
The lap after it.
So the race will finish under caution. And I can tell you, just looking out the window of the announce booth here, just the conditions actually seem to be getting even worse.
It is getting worse. If you look across the back straightaway, you see that fog coming in. That's where the ocean is over there. That always pushes this way. White flag, 1 lap to go. They're going to stop this early, and I think that is the right decision in this case.
Well, and that is a huge sigh of relief for this team here that only saw some 14 laps at the Rolex 24 at Daytona. It lasted less than half an hour. And for the Ferrari team, the FXDD boys from AIM Autosport, Emil Asentado and Jeff Siegel, former series champions, they've won here in a Mazda. This will be their first victory in a Ferrari, which will be outstanding over the past 3 months. So the hard work has paid off for the SunTrust guys. They had to start last today. And Ricky Taylor and Max Angelelli will celebrate victory again today. It'll be the 5th series win for young Ricky. It'll be the 19th victory for Max Angelelli. And they further forge their great relationship as a driving duo. SunTrust goes to victory lane in very damp conditions at Homestead-Miami Speedway in an abbreviated race, finishing under caution. And well done to AIM Autosport, the Canadian-based team. The FXDD boys, Emil Asentado and Jeff Siegel, victorious for the first time in their new Ferrari 458 Grand-Am.
To win in our GT.
There's Simon Hodgson, Brian Pillar, Wayne Taylor, the guys that run the show at Wayne Taylor Racing. Well done, boys. They've been working tirelessly over the last 5 months with this new car.